Xeonau here, taking a look at the Dwarves. This is a game I backed on Kickstarter because I like the cut of their jib. Basically, it's in beta mode at the moment, so this is not a fully developed version of the game. Just as a disclaimer at the start of the video, I'm going to take a look at it roughly the first 20 or so minutes of the campaign gameplay. Difficulty setting was on medium by default, so got to go with that. See what it's all about. Tweaked a little bit of the volume control, so hopefully you can hear me talking just fine over the top as well.
Nurse made us from stone to protect Garthokar. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Garthokar. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the Dwarves.
Nice intro, very nice intro. I've got my beard ready. Ready to start crushing. Space.
Alright.
Jump attack. Oh, I'm liking it. Oh, that took him down. That's nice. That's sort of I've knocked myself out. Sort of like MOBA style controls, but it's interesting. Some decent abilities.
Understood.
A couple of guys take out these things. Seem to have a cleave ability. Jump in the middle of that. Boom, there we go.
And again. Come here, you.
That's quite effective. Jump in there again.
No possible right now.
Don't have enough
Understood.
energy. Gonna have to build up
And
some
stay dead. And
Each
again.
kill seems to get
That's that. Handle it. A present from the workshop.
a present. Oh. Gotta go back and get that. Might have moved up a bit too far.
Just a moment. And again. Understood. All right.
Friendly fire.
Understood.
Get out here and grab this present.
Ah, I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins. All right. Understood.
Oh, hello.
All right.
Looks like a decent present. Oh, hello.
Understood. And stay dead. That's that. Charge.
That's making short work of them.
That's that. And again. Come here, you.
That's carving up. Loving the graphics. It's looking awesome. It's sort of like a
My king.
combination of a MOBA and a
Gizilbert
Diablo-esque
Ionai, the
style.
father of the Fifthling clan,
action.
has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does, but there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant.
Illness.
It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Very impressive looking rune work and stuff on their on the dwarves. It's quite nice, and just the scenery and stuff. It's quite good. Oh,
Another one gone!
I think I've got 2 different guys now.
Be off with you!
Really well.
Charge!
Oh, we're copping a bit of hate from this guy.
I can't hold out much longer! Over here! Help!
I think I'm gonna kill
Over
him.
there! It will be so! On my way! That's
I'll get
that!
my healer out of it.
Over there! And again! On my way! That's that! It will be so! What is it?
Defeated!
Hammer time! That's that!
It's pretty interesting controlling the 2 characters.
On my way! And again!
Healing cast and
Charge!
so the
On my way!
tank and DPS as well.
And defeated!
Yes? Over there! What is it? That's that! All right!
Not possible right now! Understood!
All right! Be off with you!
On the way! And stay dead!
What?
And again! That's that!
Hammer time!
Yes! Come here, you! All right! And again!
His green skins are pretty hard to
Understood!
tell where
Be off with you!
Come here,
check
you!
out the camera controls.
Another one gone!
Understood!
Hammer time!
And stay dead! Just a moment!
Another one gone!
Charge!
Uh-oh.
On the way!
Seems to have got him stuck.
Yes? Another one gone!
What is it? Come here, you! Not possible right now! And again!
It will be so!
And stay dead!
What?
Yes? Understood! All right! And stay dead!
Another
On
one
the way!
gone! Yes? Over there! On my way! Be off with you! For
I like
fragments!
this ability, so cool.
Charge! What is it?
Hammer time!
Hello.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
Oh, here we go. creepy,
Come here
quiet
and
looking
I'll
dude
split
on a
you
big
like a
horse.
straw, you treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Rakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
Yes? Understood! Charge! Just a moment! Come here, you!
This is going to be too successful.
And stay dead! All right! Come here, you! On the way! Charge! Come here, you! Charge!
Combat.
Come here, you! Out the gate! Understood! Come here, you!
Close the gate.
Stay there!
That did the job. Oh. I didn't realise there were arrows flying over. Oh, hello. Never turn your back on an elf that is also a mime.
Look at me. I am Cintharas, the reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get
man.
out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Rakas.
No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
I like his creepy voice. Evil elf mime. Guessing that's some sort of prequel to the story to get you set in the mood. Oh, there we go.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdil Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on?
That's true.
What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
Incident with the beard.
You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
Yeah,
The
that's not a
maid
way to
gives you an
charm a maid.
ironic, reprimanding scowl.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it will be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge. The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for
She's
dinner.
a human, okay. Glorious.
Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vracus.
Gold to the god, of course.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance, unless you're fitting them with hooves. Too many legs, and way too big.
Too many legs.
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like...
Extension of my arm. Smithing is in my blood.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that...
It grows more with every year. It's got the adventure streak.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jollison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Lovely. Kitchen, eh?
Tangdale! Oh, quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
Quite interesting story developing. The music complements everything quite perfectly.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favorite beer.
I like the detail on all the levels and stuff. It's awesome. Let's try and look at what we're supposed to be doing here. I think I was supposed to go to the Magus. Such. I don't think I'm supposed to leave the vaults. Head into the study and see what we can find.
Master Xeonau, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure. What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
It's okay. I don't
Brachus
like
gave us
magic.
so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
I like the inside your mind speaking comically. It's good.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah,
Racists.
goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river. Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lord Yoda.
It looks like there's a fair bit to explore in the starting area anyway. Don't seem to talk to anyone.
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan,
Barely a handful you can stand to see the sight of. We better see if we can get some food or something.
vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle.
Hello, Frala. I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just...
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in the Magus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food.
I've got a present.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me?
With me?
But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said. But you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
Perhaps I'll even meet some...
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one...
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock.
Yes. Maybe.
I have to go.
I wish you the blessing of Palandiel and Vrakas to protect you from all danger on your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Fair enough. Magical items we don't touch. We got some money, health, skills. So time to head off. Lighting effects are quite awesome and stuff as well, with the lamps and sunlight coming in through the roof spots. Uh-oh.
How nice to see you again, Lot Yonan.
Ugh.
It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
That's disgusting.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time.
Chin looks like someone's
You must
stomach.
come to Leos Nudin
Inside
immediately.
of someone's
The
stomach.
perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No, I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
The plot thickens.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Oh, this map looks pretty interesting and stuff, doesn't it? Day 1. Small lake.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight. But a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves
Food
don't
stock
complain.
and consumption, okay. Where should we go?
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something. The creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see 2 human bodies in the flattened ground.
2 human bodies, hey? This is an interesting map sort of cartography mode where you make choices and obviously manage your food stocks and stuff as well. It's quite interesting.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi.
I've Rackus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
This doesn't sound good. A mystery then.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
XP earned. There's a third body.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away. You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan.
Does this mean that Turgur the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he...
scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next. You scour the area.
I wonder if I need more. There's more clues to be found. Yeah.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
Another rucksack? Did someone hide it in the bushes, or was it thrown in there?
You open the rucksack and
Exploration.
recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The
Talisman or the gold?
warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel
Glorious. Okay. I think we're done
You
with
scour
this
the
area
area
now.
once more.
Always bury the dead. Except if their custom doesn't permit it. That's roughly the first 30 minutes or so of the Dwarves. One I've been following since Kickstarter.
It's time-consuming
check them out on
and strenuous
Facebook,
work digging shallow
Steam,
graves in the ground
and
with a
I'll link
stick
that in the description
and
for the
covering
video
the
too.
corpses with a
Thanks for
few
watching.
stones. But it should at least keep the